I saw this recipe for refried beans with chili fried eggs and decided to cook it to find out if it's worth your time. So the recipe calls for an onion, finely chopped and then browned. I elected to do this in olive oil and added a little bit of salt and pepper to help it along. Once browned, I added a cube of frozen garlic because everything needs garlic. And then the recipe states any white beans of your choice. I decided their recommendation of cannellini would be best. I strained and washed them and then realised I'm an idiot because you're supposed to cook them in the liquid. But it probably doesn't matter. So once I'd fried the beans and they started to turn into a paste, I added some water until it turned into a soupy consistency. As per the recipe, I simmered this for 5 minutes until it resembled gravy. Deviating from the script, I added a couple handfuls of grated cheddar, a splash of hot sauce, half a teaspoon of mustard, and some olive oil. It's not about making it taste those things, but it all helps cut through the beany nature of the dish. And it's probably unnecessary, but the recipe said mash it, so I did. Then I seasoned with salt and pepper. It said it would thicken as it cooled down, so I left it and turned my attention to the bread. I used this olive ciabatta for no reason other than it was reduced and looked delicious. I lightly oiled it and toasted the faces, and for the eggs I decided to use poached instead of fried, partly because I thought the texture would work better with the beans, and partly because I'm lazy and my partner makes perfect poached eggs, so I had her do it. For the plating, they put the eggs on the beans and the bread on the side, but since I'm British, we're having beans on toast. I scooped a ladle full of beans onto each half, and then topped with an egg, chili crisp, flaky salt, and freshly ground black pepper, and this was easily in the top 10 things I've ever eaten.